Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at what is the universe's plan for you next. This will be a detailed reading where we're gonna take a look at different areas of your life. What's next in your career, your relationships in general, whatever shows up, whether this is romantic, your current relationship, or relationships with other people. And we're going to be also taking a look at what's next in terms of your finances. So very detailed reading full of a lot of information that you may want to know about what's coming next. And so to do this reading, you will be picking between these four piles today. For pile number one, we have this beautiful peach moonstone. For pile number two, we have the star sodalite, or the let me adjust that so you can see. There we go. We have the sodalite in the shape of a star. For pile number three, we have the carnelian. Yeah. For pile number four, we have the yellow Aventurine. And this is what it looks like. I feel like for pile number three, you haven't seen the carnelian well. Let me hold it up and show it to you all the way through. There we go. So, take a look at which one of these four piles or four crystals you're the most drawn to. And that's probably the pile for you here today in today's reading. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, perhaps several, or maybe all, always trust your intuition. Whether it's just calling for one and you know that's the one for you, or maybe your intuition is calling for two or three, or maybe you feel like today's reading, the four piles are for you. Whatever it is, know that your intuition is your magic. It will always guide you to the right readings. So let it lead you, see what you're drawn to today. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hi, pile number one. Welcome to your card preparation process. If you've clicked here by mistake, wanting to start your reading right away, please note that the reading starts at the timestamp that is right after this one. But if you're here to watch your card preparation process, welcome. So lovely to have you with me during this preparation. And as you may know, this is a detailed reading. And so to get this detail, these details that we want from what is the universe's plan for you next, we are going to be dividing it into three piles. One pile will be for what's next for your career. The next one will be about your relationships in general, or your romantic relationships. And the third pile will be for what's coming next in terms of your finances. So let's start right away. I'll be taking one card from this oracle deck, two from the tea leaf, and one from this oracle deck. And of course, we'll be taking your tarot cards from the deck that you have picked from the beginning. Also, if you're interested in any of the cards that I use, please note that I always leave their names down in the description box. So 1, 2, and 3. Right, let's move on to the next deck. So what is, ooh, there's a card here for you. Beryl, you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. My goodness. This is kind of what we're looking at here. So I feel with this card coming up, I feel that this reading will be answering a lot of the worries that you may have in terms of the 3 piles, and I really feel there's a message here for you that you will get a lot out of this specific reading in this pile. So very happy to know that for you. Now I'm wondering what's coming in these piles for you. Pile number 1. So 1, 2, 3. Also, a barrel is to be filled. It's used to fill up liquids or goods, and so I feel like there's a strong message here that things will be filled up for you, pile number 1. So looking forward to your reading. I feel like this is going to be a very positive, nice one. So 1, 2, and 3. All right, let's pick your last oracle deck. 1, 2, and 3. All right, so your oracle cards are ready. Let's get started with your tarot deck. We will be taking 8 cards for each of these 3 piles. So let's shuffle with intention. Oh, thanks a lot. So what is the universe's plan for you on what's coming next in terms of your career, relationships, and finances? Right, so 2, 2, and 2, 3, 3, and 3, 4, 4, and 4, 5, 5, and 5. Thanks. 6, 6, and 6, 7, 7. I feel this one. And 7. Oh, okay. 8, 8, and 8, 9. Oh, 9. I was planning for 8. And obviously you're meant to have 9, pile number 1. Right, so let's keep your main deck here in case we need more information during your reading. And your peach moonstone right there. And let's put the piles neatly together. How about we take the oracle cards and put them up top, since they're very small. There we go. So the first part of your reading, oops, is ready. Right, there we go. Now for the next part. Oh, I forgot to put these. Didn't get to see anyways. They were covered with the cards, so second part of your reading. That's my dog. Apologies for that. Right, third part of the reading. Is now ready. There we go. There we go. So your 3 piles are now ready. So lovely to have you around. Thank you for sticking around and sharing your beautiful energy as we prepare your piles. It's something that I love sharing with you on this channel. Thank you, and let's get into your reading. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. We're taking a look at what is the universe's plan for you next. And as you can see, during the preparation process, we've divided your reading into 3 parts in order to be able to look into closer details at what's coming next. And so the first pile, we're going to be taking a look at what's coming next in terms of your career. Second part, what's coming next in terms of your relationships in general, and if a romantic relationship pops up, we'll also be able to see it, whether this is one you're already in or one that is coming for you. And the third part, we're taking a look at what's coming up next for you in terms of your finances. Right, first things first, let's begin with your career and see what is the universe's plan for you next. So pile number 1, you have Sun in Libra with Harmony. This is looking wonderful. Okay, let's put it up here. You also have the Tattoo, Forever, Friendship, Passion, Permanently, Temporary. Right. You also have Diamond. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Wonderful card for this pile. And you have Lightning. Control your anger or you will be sorry. Right. Let's keep them right here and take a look at your tarot cards. So you have the 3 of Pentacles. You have the Knight of Wands. The 3 of Cups. Lovely, fun energy here. All right. 10 of Swords. You have the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like the lighting here you won't be able to see. Let's not put it here. All right. So let's put the 10 of Pentacles here. You have the 4 of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Ace of Cups, and last but not least, you have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, let me adjust this so you can see it well and come back. There we go. That is much better. All right. So with the Libra and the balance, I see a lot of energy and its opposite in your reading. We have permanent and temporary. We have diamond but lightning. We have exciting energy with the Knight of Wands, the 3 of Cups, the Lovers, the 10 of Pentacles. But we also have energies like the 4 of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords, and the 5 of Pentacles. What do I want to say here? It looks like, pile number 1, that in your coming career reading, we see a golden opportunity coming up. With the 3 of Pentacles, I feel like it's a golden opportunity that is either going to come in a certain job that you have now, or maybe your business, whatever your work is, or it's a lucrative opportunity that is going to come because of the effort and the work that you are doing. Nonetheless, it is an amazing opportunity that is coming up, quite lucrative, and is going to be bringing a lot of blessings and financial rewards coming with it. Be careful, however. We can really decipher more of your energy with the 10 of Wands. Sorry, apologies, with the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands energy is a magnetic energy, attractiveness, you know, it's optimism, a lot of energy. And so this is an opportunity that you will love, that is attractive, that is exciting, that will fill you up with a lot of fun and energy. One that you will love immensely. It will make you very excited. But at the same time, the Knight of Wands energy describes the sort of dichotomy in energy that we're seeing in your reading. It is also recklessness. And so I do see here that this is a sort of energy that you will love. But if you're not careful with this specific Ten of Wands, we can see that it could drown you, or maybe it could put you in a situation that you may not like. You can even see that type of energy in this Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, two people attracted to each other, but at the same time, you do see some worrying energy here. And so I feel like it's an opportunity that you will love, but if you're not careful with the energy, see, control your anger or you will be sorry. This really is saying, with the Four of Pentacles in conjunction with the Knight of Wands, that you have to be careful with that energy or that opportunity. Love it, indulge in it, enjoy it, but be careful. And what do we mean by be careful? Perhaps it is telling you to be careful, maybe not to overspend, not to feel like, oh, this is something that is lucrative and amazing, let me spend all I have. Perhaps you may need these finances to further grow this opportunity or get another, where one opportunity can pass on to another. Or maybe you have to be careful to not rely that it's there forever and stop doing the amazing things that you were doing in the first place that allowed you to get to where you are. Or you have to be careful to not stop growing and give in to your work and your business. Either case, you will know what to be careful with when that time comes, when this opportunity comes for you. When this great lucrative opportunity at your doorstep, when it starts entering, here with the permanent and the temporary, no, it is in your hands to make it permanent. And that energy is there for you, as long as you're doing everything that is necessary to keep it. And once you lose track, once you start losing track, know that you're starting to skew or veer off course, and that you may take yourself out of this path. And in this case, be careful, be reserved, continue to be self-disciplined in terms of maybe your finances or the effort or the quality, or whatever it is that your work needs and involved. I see you're very meticulous. You're someone who cares a lot with this Three of Pentacles about what you're doing. Continue to do that. Continue to be careful with the finances here with the Ten of Pentacles. Continue to do what is needed, and you will see that this will be a wonderful beginning for you. The reason I keep saying finances, pile number one, is because you have a dichotomy in energy with finances here. Ten of Pentacles and then the Five of Pentacles, which is lack. It's right next to the drowning, and so you don't want to drown. You need to be very careful, specifically in the beginning. Keep your balance and balance your way, specifically in the beginning of this phase. And I would really advise you to continue to be careful forever. Enjoy it, indulge in everything, but at the same time, they say balance or moderation is the key in everything. Always keep your balance in doing your best and doing what you want at the same time. Pile number one. And this is what is very clear here in your career reading. So yes, look forward to this amazing opportunity coming up. I do see from your energy here that you will be celebrating. You will be absolutely in love with it. Especially in the beginning, it's going to feel almost like a honeymoon period for you, where you're so happy. But this story is reminding me of a friend. I had a friend who was so talented in collecting the news. She's someone who's well informed, reads the news religiously and watches the news, and she's very smart in connecting the news together. Brilliant, bringing pieces of history, what happened in the past with what's happening now, making great analysis. She was brilliant. And so she started this newsletter at some point. This newsletter was small, and it kept people briefed with great information, very small. And at some point there were huge numbers of people following her newsletter. And then at some point she dropped the newsletter. She used to send it to people or publish it at a certain time every month. And then there was this one time where she got so excited about this wonderful opportunity that she got. And then she started slowly focusing on many other things. I remember she was working with her website, and she was doing many other things. And I kept telling her, but you're very late. You're going to be late in publishing your newsletter. And she's like, no, I know what I'm doing. I, of course, didn't interfere, but I was worried about her from afar. And by time, unfortunately, she got so indulged in the other things that she forgot to release the newsletter on its time. And slowly but surely, unfortunately, all this amazing opportunity kept declining. Also, her newsletter was so brilliant that one of the local channels took the idea and actually implemented it. So that's how ingenious she was. That's how amazing this opportunity was. But she didn't keep the amazing thing. And by the way, that the sad part is that was her dream. And so this story is reminding me of your story here. And that's why you have a strong warning. When you get that lucrative opportunity, which you will, it's a very strong one that is meant to stay with you permanently, but it's up to you. Once you get it, enjoy it, indulge in it, but at the same time, make sure that you keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing your magic, pal number one, because obviously you're very skilled, very talented, and that's why you're getting this wonderful opportunity. And once you get it, continue to do what you're doing. Know that you're keeping this just like a tattoo forever with you. So happy for you, pal number one. Really loved your reading into what's coming next. Looks like with the lightning, it's coming with a surprise. It's just going to go boom. Everything's going to be working amazing. Maybe you're going to get a lot of people interested in your craft, or a wonderful opportunity from your manager or your company, something of that sort, pile number one. Okay, so that is the energy that I see in terms of what's happening next exactly in your career. Wishing you all the best. Let me clear the cards and get into the next part of your reading with regards to your relationships. What to expect next from the universe in terms of your relationships. All right, pile number one, let's take a look at what to expect next. What's coming next for you in terms of your relationships. Okay, so you have, whoa, right away, Venus in Leo with affair. Looks like if you're single, something romantic is on the horizon for you. If you're in a relationship, I would say a stronger revival of your energy with your loved one. Strong passion there. All right, so let's keep this here. And you have lobster, financial pinch. You have the wreath, sorrow over a loss. And you have the raven, never say never. Prophecy, insight, wisdom, darkness brings the light. Okay, let's keep this here. And let's take a look at your tarot cards. Ooh, something is coming up. I feel strong energy. But depending on the rest of the cards, we'll see what this is about. You have the death card. You have the Seven of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Star, the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the Five of Swords. You also have the Queen of Pentacles, and you have the Ace of Wands ending your reading. Right. So what do we see here? All right, so pile number 2. You know, I always love to read honestly for you, because when you know the truth, you know how to handle it really well. The energy is not really that bad, but what I see, either this is something that has already happened and you are in that transformational phase, or it's something that is about to happen. To be quite honest with you, I do not see this coming from someone super close to you, but I will say that there is someone in your vicinity that could kind of disappoint you in the near future. Whether this has already happened or is about to happen, there is some disappointment where you had high expectations with someone, with Never Say Never. Maybe this is someone you hired that you were disappointed in. This could be a colleague that you work with that you could be disappointed in. This could be a friend that you recently had that, with the Ace of Pentacles, there's a young lady here or a young figure. So it seems to me for a lot of you, this is not something that's been going on for a long time. Someone that you've had great expectations on but did not turn out to be what you expected. Sorrow over a loss here. I feel like in the beginning you will be really disappointed, a little bit sad, but you do see that you've handled the situation really well, because this person is not someone who is dangerous per se, or someone who's going to do something absolutely horrible. But you do see with the Five of Swords kind of childish energy here with the children. So this is someone who will do some silly childish things that you will not like. But the good part is I do see you standing firmly here with this energy, being strong with the King of Pentacles, handling it like a boss. And you may even have with the Knight of Swords here, do you see someone defending another person? You might have someone who will help you out in defending you in this situation. Set a strong boundary, or it could even be you. Strong boundaries either way is going to be set with this person. I see that you may be ending it. And this situation will bring you a lot of wisdom and to help you do things in a better way the next time. And so with this situation, you do see wonderful cards coming here towards the second half of your reading, where you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. A new beginning is happening. In fact, the Ace of Wands is creation energy. It is Keter. So there's a birth of a new situation, a birth with a new person. Maybe you're shifting teams, working with another partner, changing friends. Yeah, that sort of shift in energy. And this time with the Star, this is more than you hoped for. We see that you're shining bright, you're very happy with with this new beginning. And with the Queen of Pentacles, you're feeling strong, independent, fearless, you're shining, and you're happy with this new beginning with this other person. So in all cases, by the way, whether as another layer, I mean, with this reading, for a lot of you, if you're single, just look forward to also a new beginning in love. But that aside, as I said, this little pinch is someone that you had high hopes in, and very quickly, so we have the Death card here at the beginning of the reading, and I kind of see that in the very beginning of this connection, you're like, oh no, never, cut this out. You standing very strong for this childish behavior. And also for a lot of you, you may get help in having someone stand by you and ending things very well with this person. Now let's take a look at this new beginning here with this person. How about we get more information for you with regards to this person? So how is this going to be like? Are you going to be happy? Can we get more information about this person here that's showing up? How is this person like? So you have Judgment. Someone who's definitely above all of the things that you didn't like, the childish things that you didn't like in the past. Wonderful. You also have the Nine of Wands. I see with the Nine of Wands, this is going to be a strong person, confident person. But do you see the worry here? Someone who's actually worried about the connection between the two of you and will stand there to protect it, which is wonderful. You have the Lovers. Wonderful. You have the Ten of Cups. Wow. And you have the Fool. So this is totally a new beginning. You see Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, the Fool. This is a totally new beginning here. You know, the beautiful thing about the Fool showing up, the Fool is a card of innocence, you know. And so there's a lot of, maybe with the Fool and the Child appearing in this reading, there's a lot of maybe innocence to this person, a good person at heart. The Lovers in conjunction with the Ten of Cups really shows that this is a person that you will be very happy interacting with. Whether this is a new relationship or a connection that's coming up in terms of a friendship or someone that you're working with. In all cases, since this is a general reading, do not mind much what's happening. Just like this card says, darkness brings the light. This is a little situation that you're going to learn a lot from in order to set proper boundaries. See, you have the Nine of Wands and the Seven of Wands. You're learning boundaries here. You're really learning more about how to refine the way you do boundaries. And from this learning, you'll be able to handle this next connection that will turn out to be wonderful for you. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of happiness. Tens are always an excess of an energy. So there's you feeling this is exactly what I wanted. This is the type of connection that I really was looking for. You're getting that with the Fool. Also with this specific Fool, I feel like this person will be a lot of fun, entertaining, and one that you will enjoy your time with. So such a beautiful reading, pile number one. Look forward to that. Very happy for you. I'm happy that as a transfer, that's why you have the transformation card, as an end to something that is silly, childish, that is not nice, because you have a lot of children here. You're now getting into something more mature, wise, but innocent at the same time. So that's what I see in terms of what to expect next in terms of your relationships. Let's now clear this up and take a look at what's next in terms of your finances. All right, let's take a look now at your oracle cards. So you have the moon in Cancer with friendship. How lovely. Okay. You have the knot. Entangled relationships. Hold on loosely, but don't let go. Okay. Okay. You also have boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. And you have star. Guaranteed success. Okay, so let's take a look now at your tarot cards. It's amazing how the energies are matching with the first part of your reading in career, really showing and confirming the synchronicity here of what we were talking about. And again, with hold on loosely but don't let go, it's like enjoy it but don't let go of what you're doing. With friendship, I feel like finances and money is going to be a great friend and companion to you. It's something that you will have a lot of abundance in. But again, there's the same message. See, I told you there was something about finances in the career pile, remember? And I told you be careful with your finances. Now this is confirming that this dichotomy in energy is confirming what we saw in your career energy. So enjoy it. Make the best of effort as you are, because it seems you're very skilled and talented at what you're doing. You're going to have a wonderful opportunity. It's even in the same place where the diamond was, but be careful, do not overspend here is your message. Right. Wow. Starting off with the Wheel of Fortune, pile number 1. Your finances are looking amazing in the coming period of your life. You have the 8 of Swords. You have the Moon. You also see with the Wheel of Fortune here, we feel like it's coming right at your doorstep. We keep seeing that message in your reading, something coming to you. You have the 4 of Swords. The 2 of Swords. Strength. Wow. The 2 of Wands. The 10 of Wands. And you have the 3 of Wands. Something amazing. All right, so this is ending your reading. Again, we see shifts here. Now we can take a closer look at your financial situation. So in terms of your financial situation in general, it seems like it's going to be top notch. You're going to be very fortunate in that area in the coming period of your life. And we see energetically with the Strength card that you are going to be in a very favorable position with a lot of finances that is quite powerful, healthy, finances where you're put in a strong position. You're able to do bigger things in your life than what you were able to do before. What are bigger things? Maybe you're able to invest in a bigger idea, or make bigger investments that will grow. Maybe you're investing in bigger things like buying a house or something. So yes, your investment situation or your financial situation is going to be amazing. But we also see here the 8 of Swords, the Moon, and the 4 of Swords. We see the 2 of Wands and the 2 of Swords showing 2 different roots to this situation, to the strong financial health. And we have the 10 of Wands and the 3 of Wands. So here I would say, with all of this financial blessings, your advice really is keep yourself comfortable, enjoy what you have, but don't overindulge to the point where you find yourself stuck. Maybe where you have a lot of things to pay and you're not now able to pay for maybe surprising things to come. Don't put yourself in a position, your advice here, really centering your reading, even here, hold on loosely but don't let go. we see the idea of enjoy, but don't overindulge. It's unbelievable how it's all over your reading. Don't overindulge to the point where you find yourself stuck, unable to handle surprises coming in the future, even if this entails over investing. So invest, buy what you want, be comfortable, but be careful also at the same time. Really be careful. The moon here doesn't mean you don't know what's going to happen in the future. It just means don't put yourself in a situation where you might not be able to handle surprises to come that you weren't expecting. And in this case, see, because you have two different routes here with the Two of Swords and the Two of Wands, you have two different courses that you, or paths that you can take. One where you are careful with what you have and hence building strength over strength, and that could be through investing or saving or whatever is resonating with you. But at the same time, if you don't take that route, then you find yourself with the Ten of Wands being really stressed, not knowing what to do, and feeling like the load is heavy on you, and feeling like you're worried. So with the Two of Wands, the key is balance. The key is balance. Know that money will be there for you. You're very fortunate at this time of your life. A lot of finances are coming in, but please, your advice, be careful. Handle it with care. Just like we said, indulge, buy the things that you like or invest in the things that are important to you, but do not stretch it to the point where you don't know what to do about sort of surprises to come. Pile number 1. I also see another an additional message here for you, pile number 1, in terms of your finances, because what I'm seeing here is in the beginning, in the near future here, you're getting this opportunity with great wealth, but at the same time, it's like you have to sail through the beginning phase with a lot of care, knowing with the Two of Swords and the Two of Wands that you have to balance yourself, where you make sure and ensure that the future is doing great financially for you. Do know, like I said, that money is your friend from now on. It's not something that's going to go away. It's a matter of, as we kept seeing all over your reading, managing it well, especially in the beginning. And I will say that the beginning phase is a bit tricky, it seems, for you, where you're very comfortable, you're doing well, but managing it in order to make all the things that you want to do happen, a bit tricky. I feel like it's going to take you a lot of effort to make sure that the ship sails safely in the beginning. But after this phase of, yes, you being financially really well, but after managing that initial wave, you will see that things will go absolutely beautiful. You're going to start a new phase with not just a lot of wealth, but I feel with this Three of Wands that it's going to show on you. This type of wealth will appear on you with this trumpet. It's like maybe the things you're going to own, or maybe how well known either your name is going to be or your business is going to be. It's really going to show. And from then onwards, with this tricky situation in the beginning, after this phase, you're going to shoot for the stars, pile number 1. Your financial situation is going to go from great to a dream situation. So yeah, you're already entered this phase, or you're about to enter this phase. This is what's coming next for you, pile number 1. It's looking beautiful for you, and I'm very happy to be able to deliver this amazing news to you, to see your cards this way, and I'm wishing you all the best of luck from my heart to yours, pile number 1. May you always be blessed. that was your reading. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell so that you're notified as soon as a video is uploaded. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, Pile Number 1. This book could really help you out in your journey. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it, but really it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. This book truly holds true to this promise, and if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. I'm sure it's going to help you out. And by the way, there's also an audiobook if you enjoy audiobooks like me. And Pile Number 1, it was such a pleasure really doing this reading for you. Thank you for tuning in. All the best of luck, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, Pile Number 2. Welcome to your card preparation process. If you clicked here by mistake and wanted to start your reading, please note that your reading starts at the timestamp that is right after this one. Okay, so the way we're going to be doing this reading is that we're going to get into the depth of what's coming next for you from the universe. And so we're going to prepare a pile for what's coming next in your career, another one for your relationships in general, and that includes your romantic relationships as well. And then we're going to do a third pile for what's coming next in terms of your finances. All right. These are the oracle decks that we will be using for this reading, and that's of course the tarot deck that you have chosen. And if you're interested in any of the decks that I use, you'll find that I always leave their names down in the description box. Okay, so let's start preparing your pile and set the intention. We kindly want to know, what is the universe's plan for pile number 2 next, please? So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's pick the next oracle deck. And again, ask, what is the universe's plan for pile number 2 next, please? And 3. All right. We'll be taking 2 leaf trees for each of the 3 piles. And that's why I've divided it into 2. So, what's the universe... Oh, thanks. What's the universe's plan for pile number 2 next, please? Thanks. Here we go. And then the next half. Oh, thanks. 1, 2, and 3. All right. Now we're going to be picking up your tarot cards. Let's keep your beautiful Sodalite here. And I was planning to take 8 cards for each of the piles, but then pile number 1, by mistake, it went up to 9, so we're gonna keep that, right? So 2, 4, 6. Is that the right way up? Yes. 2, 3, 3, and 3. 4, 4, and 4, 5, 5, and 5, 6, 6, and 6, 7, 8, and put it on the side here in case we need any further clarifications during your reading. And let's put your piles together neatly. All right, so let's take the first pile and let's put the oracle decks up top so we can see them because they're quite tiny. Yeah. All right, so that's the first pile for your career. There we go. That's the second pile. Which is your relationships in general, all types. Let's see what we get next. And that's the third pile. Which is now also ready. And in this pile, we're taking a look at your finances. There we go. So, I believe your pile is now ready. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Love you guys from all my heart. It was such a pleasure having you around. And let's get into your reading. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. As you can see, in order to get into details with what's coming next for you, we've divided during the preparation process your pile into 3 parts. The first part, we're taking a look specifically at your career and then your relationships in general, including your romantic relationships, and then your finances, what to expect next, what's coming next for you in terms of your finances. All right, so first things first, let's take a look at what's coming up next in terms of your career. What is the universe's plan for you next? So you have the crystal, clarity, good energy, sweet, super saturated growth. Isn't this amazing to have for a career reading? Let's keep it right there. You also have Saturn in Taurus with ostentation. And then you have dog close up, pleasure with a close friend. All right. And you have wind chimes, peace and harmony. It's looking great for you, pile number 2. So far, so good. Okay, let's now take a look at your tarot cards and see your complete reading. You have the 4 of Pentacles with Humpty Dumpty, right? You also have the 5 of Swords. You have the Page of Wands. The 5 of Wands. You have the 7 of Swords. You also have the 6 of Pentacles. Lovely. You have Justice. The 3 of Swords. And last but not least, you have the Death card. Looks like there's a big transformation here from the energy that we're seeing. Okay. So pile number 2, your reading in terms of your career is looking great. We can obviously see that there is a lot of growth happening in the next phase of your life. you're getting into this phase where there's fast growth. In fact, I do see announcement, maybe an announcement of a certain promotion, a graduation. This could also be you getting a lot of customers, word of mouth. This could be numbers increasing. All in all, as you can see with the Six of Pentacles, all the hard efforts that you've done is gathering a lot of people or a lot of attention around you. And it's looking great for you. And as a result, with this loyalty happening for you, either these are loyal followers, a loyal company. Yeah, as a result of that, you do see not 2 warnings, but 2 things to be very careful with. And you know, with Humpty Dumpty being still on the wall, I can greatly see that this is just a warning here for you, definitely. And especially with the Justice card coming as an advice. Here I see at the 2 sides of this announcement, of this great news coming for you, 2 warnings or 2 things to be careful with. First of all, with the ostentation and the Humpty Dumpty on the 4 of Pentacles, we see the idea of feeling very proud of what you have done. And as you should, pile number 2, be very proud. This is not the problem. But with Humpty Dumpty appearing here, this is pride before a fall, especially that you have the 5 of Swords, some sort of tricky situation where there is a fall. And so here we see that being too proud, feeling too safe that you're on the right track, this a lot of energy coming with the success could lead to a fall. And so you see your advice here with peace and harmony. Your advice is balance this energy out, as we'll see with the other side as well. Your key is to balance. As you balance between your happiness of the success, of your pride for what you have done, don't let it fool you either and trick you. For example, this could be, oh, I know everything now, I don't need to study any longer. Or I don't need to seek anybody's advice in my company because I know it all. I don't need to research. Or, oh, I don't need to, for example, do the work that I did before. I don't need to do this. I don't need to do that. Yeah, that kind of pride before a fall. Are you going to fall? No, you're not. You have the 4 of Pentacles. You're good. Your energy is intact. Just be careful. Pile number 2, just be careful. Don't let your own thoughts take you down a notch. You don't want that. And so, like I said here, where we can see with the Justice card, your key is balance. You balance your energy, you keep it peaceful, and let the energy flow. You will be in your good position for a very long time. And the second part that I see in your career as a result of this great announcement or this great promotion or growth happening for you, we see some tricky energy here with your colleagues, with the 5 of Wands in conjunction with the 7 of Swords. This is telling me you have other colleagues in the same place who will be a bit maybe jealous, will compare themselves to you, will feel competitive towards that promotion or that success that you've done, feeling like you've maybe went on top of them or ahead of them. And with the 7 of Swords, this may cause a bit of a tricky situation. I'm seeing with the 7 of Swords and the 5 of Wands some annoying bickering energy. Is it going to lead to anything bad? Not at all. But we do see the energy depicted here as cat and mouse. Energy of catching each other, playing games with each other, that sort of annoyance. That could bother you a little bit. But do know, pile number 2, that with the 3 of Swords, do you see? Alice has the key in her own hands. She does not know how to get out because she feels bigger than the situation. And so your blessing may be the very reason that you would feel in pain, because you feel like you don't want to let go of this growth, but you have a lot of people bickering with you, and again, or trying to compete with you rather. And so again, your advice with the Justice card is to not indulge in these games. Know that you're in a better position now, and keep peace and harmony mentally, because these are all swords at the end of the day. So keep your balance in check. And this will be the key to how your story moves from that point on. You keep these two advices intact, where you know that the key is in your hands in terms of how you handle it mentally. Don't get triggered by them. Know that they are maybe jealous or they're competing. Don't put attention. Don't respond. Don't indulge in these silly games. Know that at the end of the day, it's never going to be big. They're always going to be silly games. And don't let these silly games entrap you mentally. And so, depending on how you follow through with these two pieces of advice here, is how it's going to go forward. You see here the Queen of Hearts on the Death card going off with their heads, right? But at the end of the day, she's the Queen of Hearts, but she's acting out of maybe being triggered, or acting out of intense emotions for a situation that did not deserve that much emotion. And so here we see the Death card really advising you to transform your situation. Take control of your emotions, because here both of them, emotions are at all-time high because of an amazing situation where your emotions are high, the people around you's emotions are high, and then as a result of this bickering, your emotions are equally high, and there's just a surge of emotions going on. And let's not forget, this surge is because of something amazing that you should be proud of. But you see, the advice here is peace and harmony. Keep your emotions in check, either with your colleagues or in terms of your career itself, and you will find that moving forward, your transformation will go smoothly, in peace, in harmony, beautifully. With the dog here, you will enjoy the loyalty that comes with that type of success. I'm not sure exactly what field you're in, but your hard work will really be causing a lot of loyalty towards you, as you really should deserve it, as you really should and deserve pile number 2, obviously. Either these are your own customers, or your company being very loyal to you, or your grades giving you great opportunities, and so on. Yes, you should be proud, but be careful. You don't want to fall too early, or not at all even. And really do know that these are silly games here. Remember that when this happens. Don't indulge in this energy at all. The more you let them be in the background, keep your peace and internal harmony, the more you'll see that things will balance out. They'll get used to it, and you will move on into your transformation phase and harmony. And the reason I'm telling you that this is some sort of foreshadowing is because we see the cat here in the Alice in Wonderland deck. You know, the cat is, what do we call it in theater? Machina. Deus machina. Deus ex machina. So we see the Deus ex machina is someone who pops up in theater or in a movie suddenly, unexpectedly, to give an advice or a solution to a situation that kind of felt like it wouldn't be solved. And here, consider this a vortex from the future, an advice coming to you to tell you that these two things are to be expected. They could happen, but if they do, you need not worry at all. As long as you keep your emotions in check, that will be the key for you to get through this beautiful transformation period of your life peacefully, beautifully, and keep everything that you have. Know that this is all temporary. The key is to not let your emotions run high at any point in any of the two parts that we're seeing here. But otherwise, pile number 2, enjoy your great success. There's huge growth coming up. Look forward to that. Huge announcement. I feel here that your name will be mentioned a lot. People will maybe look up to you. You're sitting up high. People will see you maybe as an expert or as someone who has done something amazing. Yes, look forward to that. Be proud of yourself. But as you know, as long as you're in peace and harmony internally, everything is going to go great for you. Do know that it's okay if things like that happen. Let it be in the background. You will be fine. The advice here is to simply not indulge and enjoy all the beautiful success and recognition that you're getting. Pile number 2. Love this for you so much. And let's get into the second part of your reading. All right, so I put the cards here in case we need any more clarification during your reading. And now we're taking a look at what the universe has planned for you next in terms of your relationships. Right, so you have the brain. Do not use. Oh, let me adjust that so you can see it. There we go. Memory, personality, thought. Use it or lose it. How interesting is that? Okay. Let's keep it here. You also have Venus and Aries with lust. How interesting. Okay. You have Broom, new home, new attitude. How interesting. They keep talking about attitude, personality. Are you like changing these days? Let's see. Lobster, we have financial pinch. All right. Let's keep them here and let's take a look at your tarot cards. So pile number 2, you have the 5 of Pentacles. And it is a very peaceful, beautiful 5 of Pentacles here. You have the Knight of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords. Showing up as the Queen of Hearts in Alice in Wonderland. You have the Ace of Cups. The 8 of Swords. You also have the King of Cups. The Fool. The 9 of Cups. And you have the 10 of Pentacles. Wow, ending your reading. Quite an interesting pile here in terms of relationships. So what I'm seeing in terms of your relationships, pile number 2, what to expect next. We're seeing here, do not use. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. I'm seeing that perhaps you kept to yourself in previously. Not that you were really bothered. It seems like you were keeping to yourself. You're doing fine, maybe alone or keeping to a friend or two, but really filled with the Five of Pentacles. You felt the lack. You wanted to get to know more people maybe, but you were generally happy. And so this area of your life with the Knight of Pentacles could have been a bit slow in your life. It's like you weren't really, you're missing in action is the kind of thing kind of energy that I'm seeing in your reading. But there seems to be this message here that you're really in demand or wanted, very lucrative or attractive in terms of your social sphere, pile number 2. Centering your reading is the Queen of Hearts, presented as the Queen of Swords. We see here that you're sitting in a throne. Socially, your status is increasing or has increased. You're becoming sought after. You're getting a lot of attention. A lot of people want to talk to you, or you're really noticed. Maybe this is related, maybe, I'm not sure of course, but maybe this is related to the first part of your reading with your career, where you're growing, you're getting attention all over your reading here. So these could be separated or they could be for the same reason, but at the end of the day, in your life, you're really wanted, you're really shining, you're sought after. Pile number 2 in the second phase of your life here. What's coming next? People notice you, they are looking at you. They, with the King of Cups, they really admire you, but at the same time, they're kind of secretly intimidated by you. They feel like you're much, maybe better or bigger than them. Maybe you wouldn't be interested in them. Maybe they feel smaller. And to be quite frank with you, I see you thinking the same way, to be honest, with the Eight of Swords. So maybe you're conscious of that, or maybe you're not. But with the Eight of Swords, you kind of, maybe you weren't really, you were slow in this area, keeping to yourself, because maybe you kind of felt that unconsciously you were too big for the place you're in, and for that reason you felt a little bit stuck. So this could be maybe with the swords, you being here the Queen of Swords, maybe you're very, you want to have some sort of interesting conversations with others, and you kind of feel like your surrounding is not as maybe in the same level of thought or something, in the same level of thinking. And so you're not really enjoying your surrounding for one reason or the other. We do see your surrounding holding a book, so they could be educated, but you kind of feel like maybe they think they're educated, they think they're good, but you're really just not enjoying. There's something here about you honestly not enjoying your environment. Maybe the culture is different, the type of thinking or the level of thought is different. All in all, to be quite honest with you, pile number 2, I really feel like you kind of feel stuck in your surrounding with the Alice in Wonderland here in the Eight of Swords, where you feel like you've outgrown the place. That could be another thing. Feel like you've outgrown some sort of thought or some sort of activities. That could be another thing. Or outgrown, or simply not really, you don't fit in. That could be another thing with the Eight of Swords. You feel like you don't fit in because the environment is different, and your environment sees you as very, they respect you secretly. They see you as really intimidating, is the kind of thing that I'm seeing. And so for these reasons, you were keeping to yourself. But hey, let's now talk about what's coming next, as we can see this situation and how it's going to shift now. We do see the Ace of Cups though. So there's a new beginning in terms of your dealings with others. At the moment, you're very attractive, one way or the other. Attractive physically, I would say, with the Aries. You're also attractive mentally and socially. There's either an upgrade or that people are noticing you now. And so the key, I see your advice here, use it or lose it. You are in a certain point of your life where there are great opportunities coming for you. With the Fool and the Ace of Cups, this is a new beginning, and the key is with you, my dear pile number 2. And so your advice here is to go out, mingle, even if you think that the environment is not really as you would want it. So you see here with the pinch, just do something that's not really comfortable, even if you think that that's not what you want. Still go out, create that new beginning, because do you see here, pile number 2, with the 9 of Cups, you'll find happiness in places you never expected. Do you see how the hamster's popping out of a teacup? And so your spirit guides here are telling you, you will be surprised where you find these interesting people. But as long as you're keeping to yourself, you won't find these types of people that you're looking for. And so use it or lose it. The time is now for you to go out, get to know others, make a new beginning, even if doesn't feel right, if it doesn't feel exactly what you want. You see, new home, new attitude. And with the broom here, it's kind of like psychic cleansing of your aura, of your energy. Take out the old energy and start anew. Give yourself a chance to go out and see others. And what I'm seeing for you is that, yes, you'll find a lot of people intimidated by you, but in general, you are highly regarded. And if you give yourself that chance now, perhaps it's because of all this energy of the moon in Leo. This is, of course, a timeless reading, but looking at the astrology, this is a really, honestly, it is a good time for you. And so make use of this opportunity. You will find happiness in places you would have never imagined by giving yourself the chance to go out. And with the 10 of Pentacles, you will feel ultimate happiness. We always say that 10s are the excess of an energy. And so you will be happening next in your life, taking this advice, you will see that your relationship area of your life is something that you will feel you are absolutely blessed in, pile number 2. Your situation is changing from 5 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles, where you feel happy. Do you see this specific 10 of Pentacles? There is a gathering, perhaps it's a party, or many people are gathering together. There's a lot of nice treats here, and you have so many options to choose from, or maybe so many people to see and meet, and you're very happy with that because you're happy with the sort of people that you got to know and are mingling with. Very happy, in fact. So trust your message, pile number 2. It is very clear here. Know that you are very attractive at that point, and other people would love to get to know you. Once they see you, they'll be absolutely amazed and happy to have met you, and your relationships situation will change drastically from the 5 of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles to the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. Wonderful energy here, pile number 2. And you see with the pinch here, with the lobster, it will require that you hold your tongue from telling yourself, oh, I'm not really convinced with this environment, I'm not convinced with this or that. Yeah, just hold your thoughts in terms of this department. It's going to take a little pinch where you go out and initially see people that you may not enjoy their company for one reason or the other, but you will find that this path will very quickly take you into a path that you will absolutely love. I want to find out more information about how you're going to love this path and why you're going to enjoy your company with these people. You're depicted as really amazing, pile number 2. And so, let's see why you will enjoy your company with these people. Okay, so we have 3. You have the 5 of Cups. You're very picky. You're very picky. You're not really, you know, the 5 of Cups energy is usually feeling like there's lack, there isn't much, when there's always 2 cups behind you. So there's this energy of, you may think that you don't have the type of people that you want, but in fact you do. You're giving your back to it. Let me show you the original 5 of Cups so you know what I'm talking about. There we go. Do you see? It's like this person has made their minds up that the milk was spilt and there's nothing left for them to do. There's nothing they can do. Crying over something that they may think has happened, or over a loss, or over a situation where maybe not liking the environment or whatever the case is, but there is always something. You're just at the moment giving it your back. And the only way to see it is to open your mind to seeing what else you might find. These 2 cups right behind you. Pile number 2. And so also here you have the Mad Hatter. And the Mad Hatter is a resilient character, you know, with the Queen. What's the word? Threatening the Mad Hatter, racing time. You always see that the Mad Hatter is resilient, has a positive attitude, and is always looking towards doing, being positive and knowing that the best is yet to come. So that's clearly your message. The time is now. You have the timing here again. The time is now. And do know that even though things may not look all that good, but is not as it seems, pile number 2, right behind you. It might even be right behind, around your neighborhood, who knows, but right around the corner. You're one activity away, or one walking away, or one something away, one party away from meeting super interesting people to your liking, people that are exactly what you want. All right, so there's a confirmation here that they are exactly what you want. Ooh, you have the 8 of Cups. Let me adjust that. There we go. Yeah, walking away. 8 of Cups is walking away from a certain energy. And we see that as soon as you walk away from this energy, you will start something new with the baby here. You'll start something new that you again will really enjoy. So there's a new beginning here. As soon, it's like right away, even the path is finished here. It's really one click away. It's not something that's going to take time for you to find. Just be open and leave that old energy behind. And you have the Knight of Swords. And with the Knight of Swords, we see that makes sense, because now, because you are a very cerebral person, very interesting people. And so Knight of Swords are people who are interesting. They are people who love reading about different things. Very interesting to talk to. Are people who know about many different things. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting energy going on with the Knight of Swords. And so the first thing you're going to love about these people that you meet is how interesting they are, how they meet your expectations in terms of how they are compatible with you mentally in specific. And one very apparent thing in your reading is that essentially you're going to meet these people very quickly. The Knight of Swords is very quick. And so, yes, there's a confirmation all around that you just need to take a little bit of a step or two to find these people. And with the Knight of Swords, they're determined, they're go-getters, the Red Knights. And so you'll find that these people, once they see you, they will be attracted to you, they will notice you, they will have this courage and charisma to come and approach you and talk to you and pick your brains, where both of you will really like each other, these people and you. And we see that you're becoming part of this amazing community that you really love, a community that is suited to not just your thoughts, but also to your liking in one way or the other. Maybe with all of this queens going on, maybe they have the type of standards that you're expecting in connections. Pile number 2. So overall, your relationships in what's coming next for you, the universe's plan for you. And notice with plan, we always see, because it's always in your hands, we always see the universe's plan and the advice and how to make use of the energy and attain it. And that's what we're seeing throughout the reading. So in terms of the universe's plan for you, you're very lucrative and attractive at the moment, and things are going to be amazing for you if you just take a leap of faith. Pile number 2. Right. So now that we've had a good look at your career and relationships, let's now take a look at your finances. All right, so now let's take a look at what's coming next. All right, we'll be taking a look at your oracle cards first. So you have the third eye, wisdom, insight, humility, avoid comparison. Interesting. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me show it to you properly. There we go. So this is how your card looks like. There we go. And you have the moon in Pisces with empathy. You keep getting this loyalty. Remember, you had the dog in your career, and now for the second time, you have the dog in your finances. And I kind of get the same idea here that there's loyalty in terms of your finances. Maybe this is due to this company being loyal to you, or the people you're working with, or your customers. Some sort of loyalty here will keep your finances in good shape, right? You have a lot of eyes on you in terms of your finances, my dear pile number 2. A lot of people comparing themselves to you. Very sorry about that, okay, in this coming phase of your life. So you have the bull. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Unbelievable. Okay, you have the elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Lovely. Okay, let's now take a look at, I also feel with the elephant, it's like that you're leaving a huge type of wealth that is growing and staying with you for a long time. Okay, let's see. You have the Lover's card. Beautiful. Yeah. Do you see? You always have people who believe in you standing right there next to you. You really deserve this, pile number 2. You seem like an amazing person who deserves all of this. So yes, because obviously you're doing something great, you work hard, yeah, you're really good at your craft, you believe in it, you put honest effort in it. You always have here people who believe in you, and they are the reason maybe that you're growing. They believe in you, pile number 2. Very loyal to you as well. They appreciate what you're doing. That's really lovely here. Perhaps it's why you have a lot of comparison going on. You have the Page of Pentacles. Ooh la la, doing amazing. Okay. You have, so this is a new phase obviously in your life. What's coming next? I see, do you see here with me this rabbit nicely dressed, having a beautiful tea party? Also, this is a wreath. So there's an upgrade in your financial life in so many ways, including upgrade in financial wisdom, right? So yes, it's a new page overall for you, my dear pile number 2. My goodness, it's a new chapter for you in everything in your life. And yeah, you're becoming wiser with what you have as well. Let's see the rest of your cards. You have the Emperor. Wow. Oh my goodness. Are you building some sort of empire here? Or if you are working in a company, then you're reaching a very high position that will surprise you, that is getting you a lot of finances, because that's the finance pile. And for this reason, again, you have all eyes on you. You're reaching something epic, my dear pile number 2. You really are. All right. You have epic and stable. Perhaps this is why there's so much comparison, my goodness, from the very beginning of your career and now continuing in your financial reading. You have the Knight of Wands, the Six of Wands, victory, success. You know what I see with this card? It's like money flowing all over you. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm getting all this money. What am I going to do with all that? Kind of like new problems happening with all this money being thrown at you. What do I do with this? Do I invest it? Do I give back? What do I do? Money being thrown at you. My goodness, pile number 2, what are you doing? Certainly wishing you all the best of luck. You truly deserve it. Have people here who really love you for what you're doing. Maybe this is your manager who's very proud or wanting to partner with you. That could be another thing. And you now holding a lot of wealth and thinking wisely financially and what to do, and hence building a financial empire. Yes, that's what I felt with the elephant. Building some sort of wealth that's staying with you, standing the test of time, keeping you wealthy and okay. You have the Ace of Pentacles, new financial beginning. It says, eat me, enjoy it. Pile number 2. This is what the universe is bringing next for you. You have the Two of Cups. Again, this specific rabbit, the rabbit, of course. Yeah, we see you here financially enjoying it with the dear ones, enjoying this wealth with the dear ones. This could be your children, this could be your family, this could be your partner. Yeah, you sharing and enjoying this great wealth. So you're enjoying that wealth and you're sharing it with others. Pile number 2, beautiful person. You also have the Devil card, so beware of the Jabberwock, my dear. Beware. See, the jaws that bite, the claws that catch. Be careful with that. You obviously have a lot of people who want a piece of what you have. And you have the Nine of Swords. People who either want a piece of what you have or they want to take it down. pile number 2. Be careful with that. And so obviously, this is not meant to scare you. This is meant to show you your advice, and your advice is very clear. Yes, you have people who are watching you, comparing themselves to you greatly, are hating what's happening. But my dear pile number 2, do not even worry about this energy. This is their issue to deal with. Never be afraid. Stand there strong. In fact, this is exactly your message here. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Stand there. This is your place. This is what you deserve. Yes, wish them the best with Eat Me. Enjoy it. Don't worry about this. See, it's kind of like with the Knight of Wands. This is threat that can't do anything. Do you see how the horse here is going to rock back and forth in its place? It can show that it has wings. It can do whatever it wants. But at the end of the day, it's a rocking horse that's always going to stay in the same place. Meaning they're not going to be able to threaten you. Because the Knight of Wands, yes, this is charismatic energy, but it's also, it could be selfish energy. It could be energy that acts without much thought. What's the word called? There's a word. Impulsive action. So yeah, let them be impulsive. Let them try to be scary. Let them feel like, I'm gonna take you down, whatever. Really, again, do not worry about that. Remember from your first pile, it is how you think about it. Do you remember? Peace and harmony, my dear beautiful pile number 2. Peace and harmony. Don't get yourself emotionally involved. They will always be in their place in terms of not them growing. No. Here, I mean, they will be in their place, not able to run and do something to you. This is just their threats. Beware of my bites. Beware of my claws. Yeah, that kind of thing. At the end of the day, it's the 9 of Swords. It's mental attack, and not really physical attack or anything that could harm anything. And so with this, it's all up to you how you handle it mentally. Show strength, right? Feel for them, but show strength and don't give them much attention at all. Believe me, here you can really see that there is nothing that they can do. They can just watch you shine and grow. They can watch you be happy. I'm sorry for them. I wish them all the best of luck. But this is their journey to figure out. Maybe they have to heal here. It's really not their reading at the moment. Your reading, what the universe has planned for you, is that you will build a financial empire. You will be happy. You'll share it with others. But at the same time, don't really give much attention to this energy. Stand there strong is your exact energy, right? And I'm going to pull out some cards and get more advice on this situation here. You're meant to keep what you have. Remember that, pile number 2. You're meant to keep it. So, can we kindly get advice for pile number 2 for these? Whoa, that was quick. So 3 of Pentacles, you can clearly see these are perhaps people in your work with the 3 of Pentacles, maybe colleagues, trying to cook up something here. Oh, there is another card being pushed out. Page of Wands, they will be embarrassed or something. They will be called out for what they're doing. Isn't this interesting? People who work with you, they're going to try to cook something. You know why? You have loyalty, that's why. You have a loyal manager, a company that's loyal to you, something. And they'll try to cook up something, they'll be embarrassed. Don't even worry about it. Let them go. It's their journey. Stand there strong. Be with the elephant. Have this grace, class. Don't get involved. It's not your battle at all, pile number 2. Wish them all the best of luck. Let's wish them healing. For you, my dear friend, focus on you. Focus on your life. You'll be doing great. And you'll have prolonged wealth, my dear pile number 2. Wow. What beautiful, amazing energy here. Oh, I've noticed that. Let me see what this is. Is this a walking shell? Can you see that? Some sort of walking shell. Walking protection. Pile number 2. It's really, isn't it crazy that I just noticed that right before I was about to end your reading? In case you were worried here, my dear friend, this is no coincidence that I just have my eyes hit on it. Let me show it to you. It was so weird. I was like, what is that? A walking shell? So you're walking, you're going about your life completely protected and guarded from this energy. Do not worry. You are about to live, my dear number 2, a wonderful life in terms of your finances, in terms of your career, and wonderful beginning for your relationships. How I loved your reading. Wishing you all the best of luck in what's coming next. And pile number 2, that was your reading. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell so that you're notified as soon as I upload a video. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, Pile number 2. This book could really help you out in your journey. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it, but really it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying this process. This book truly holds true to this promise, and if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And now there's also a new audiobook if you enjoy audiobooks like me. And pile number 2, it was such a pleasure. What an interesting story. Wishing you all the best of luck. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, and I'll catch you in the next reading. So happy for you. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to the shuffling and the card picking process for your pile. If you were meaning to click on your reading to start right away, please note that your reading starts at the timestamp that is right under this one. But if you wanted to be part of the picking and the card preparation process, welcome. It is lovely to have you here. I always believe it's important to have your energies around as we prepare your pile. So welcome. And these are the oracle decks that we will be using for this reading. And of course, this is the tarot deck that you chose that we will be using throughout the reading. And if you're interested in any of the decks that I use, you'll find that I always leave their names down in the description box. Oh, also note that this is a detailed reading, and so we want to take a closer look in different areas of your life. And for this reading, to find out, for this reason, to find out what is the universe's plan for you next, we will divide your reading into 3 parts, where the first part, we're taking a closer look at what's coming next in your career, what's the plan. And then in the second part, we're taking a look at what's the plan in terms of your relationships. And then the third part, we're taking a look at the plan for your finances. Right, so let's get straight into it. And let's shuffle with intention. What is the universe's plan for you, pile number 3? And what's coming next in terms of your career, relationships, and finances? So 1, 2, and 3. Right. Moving on to the next deck. What's the plan next by the universe, please, for pile number 3? 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and we'll be taking 2 cards for each of the 3 parts. So, what's next for pile number 3? Oh, thanks. 1. Oh, wow. Teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. It looks like there is, for you, pile number 3 here, there is this idea of something piping hot, waiting for you to drink and enjoy. So, looks like this is a really good phase in your life where maybe these areas are ready. Maybe you've done a lot of work in this area, or it's just a phase of your life that's ready for you to enjoy and indulge in. Let's find out together. Sorry, pile number 3. So, can we kindly get, oh, thanks, more information on what's the universe's plan for pile number 3? Thank you so much. Actually, I feel these 2. So, third pile already has their 2 cards. Let's set out the cards for the first 2 piles. I mean, take out the cards for the first 2 piles. What's the universe's plan? Thank you so much. For pile number 3 next. 1 and 2. Right. So now we're done picking out your cards for your oracle cards, I mean. Now let's take out your tarot cards. We'll be taking out 9 cards for each of the 3 piles. So, can we kindly get more information, please? Oh, thanks. On what's the universe's plan for pile number 3? 1, 2, and 3. So 2, 2, and 2. 3, 3, and 3. 4. 4 and 4, 5, 5 and 5. What's coming next? What's the plan next? 6, 6 and 6. 7, 7 and 7. 8, 8, 8, 9, 9. Actually, I feel this one weird. And 9. Okay. Let's keep this here in case we need to use it for further clarification for any reason during your reading. I will always be putting the cards that I use back here once we finish one part or the other. And let's now put your cards neatly together. So this is the career. Let's take out your oracle cards up top. There we go. So the first part of your reading is ready. There we go. Right, the second part is your relationships. What's the plan next by the universe for you? For you, yeah. There. There we go. This is gonna look like a very interesting reading because of the teapot that we got. It's like you're ready to indulge and enjoy. Like, you know how when you're waiting for your break or for tea time and it comes and you're like, oh, I wanted that. And you really sip your tea and enjoy it. It's that kind of energy coming up in your life. right, this pile or this part will be your finances. Let's see what's coming up next. It's looking great. Very excited about your reading, pile number 3. It's looking wonderful. And so the 3 parts of your reading are now ready. Thank you so much for sticking around. It is lovely having you here. Always love sharing your energy. It is a pleasure to share it with you. Thank you. And let's get into your reading. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. We're taking a look at what is the universe's plan for you next. And to do this reading in depth, you will notice that we've divided your reading into 3 parts, where the first part we're going to take a more detailed look at what's next in terms of your career, and then your relationships in general, and we'll see whether that involves a romantic connection that you're either in or will be in. We'll see. And then in the third part, we're taking a look at your finances, what to expect next, what the universe's plan is for you next. All right, so first things first, let's take a look at your career, since it's the first part of your reading here. And let's see what you have. So pile number 3, ooh, you have the sprout. Now, kind of getting an idea of what you're doing here. Germination, growth, new developments. It's really interesting because do you see how this sprout is coming out of concrete? You know, I'm getting the idea of you making the impossible possible, and growing despite of difficult situations, or growing despite of the understanding maybe of your environment, of the company you're in, or something, that there aren't many opportunities, but you found one out of nowhere, despite of the circumstancing, and you're already sprouting and growing. So this is looking amazing. You know, making the impossible possible kind of energy, making the impossible possible. So in terms of your career, you're defying all odds in one area or the other, and making either new developments in your field or new developments in your career and life. Let's see. You have Mercury in Virgo with let me adjust that. There we go. With caution. Okay. You also have Rabbit. Too much concern with sexual matters. Actually, with Rabbit, I get the energy of wealth, exponential wealth. And wow, I told you. So you have Diamond. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift, which is actually both, it seems. So you might be giving a great solution to your field, carving a new path for yourself. I see you organizing some sort of chaos where maybe in your field or your company, your department wasn't really organized. It was a bit chaotic, and I see you leading your team out of chaos, your company out of chaos, or organizing, doing something in an organized matter. And for this reason, you're creating a path that is unique to you, that will be very lucrative, pile number 3. Let's get more information here. Mercury, you could be speaking as well. Maybe, leading and guiding, you might be teaching as well. You might be teaching something unique in a unique field that's not quite common. Yeah, there's a niche to you. Specific field. You're doing something new, pile number 3 for sure. Let's get more information. Ooh, see? I told you, with the Page of Swords, you've discovered a new idea. You've discovered a new way of doing something. And it's opening up a new pathway from your world into another. A pathway, a doorway into another world. Yes, You have, this wants to come out. What is that? This is the Six of Swords. Do you see? It's like you're leading in one way. Pioneering is the word. Yes, you're pioneering in something. Pile number 3. With that's why you have new developments, right? You have the Five of Wands. Amazing. I see the people, usually the Five of Wands is competition, quarrel, but in your reading, pile number 3, I feel like the people in your field are actually not competing with you. They're coming together, letting you lead. So this could be your team. You've organized it so well, and you've crowned yourself to be a leader. You became a leader because you've done something. And I see people letting you lead, saying, go ahead, you're doing something amazing here, and we're after you. This is such beautiful energy, pile number 3. You have the Six of Cups. You have, the Queen of Swords. I'm very curious about you, pile number 3. I wonder what you're doing. You have the Three of Swords. The Magician. Wow. You are certainly very skilled. And you have the Three of Cups. 3 of Cups and 6 of Cups. And you have the 10 of Swords ending your reading. Right, let's take a closer look at this very interesting reading. What are we seeing here? Do you see this teapot? During your preparation part of this reading, pile number 3, if you want to watch it, the teapot card popped up as we were shuffling. And I remember I said that with the piping hot tea, I see that in your 3 areas of your life, something is hot and you're right about to taste it and enjoy it and indulge in it. You're about to consume some amazing energy in these 3 areas of your life. And we can already see the teapot here in your career. So with the 3 of Cups in conjunction with the 6 of Cups, I see you clinking cups, cheering and celebrating some great success with your team or some people that you're leading. Because you're taking leaps, huge leaps, new developments in this field that is obviously helping a lot of people out. And that's why, or maybe your team out, or your industry out, something like that. And this is why there are so many people letting you lead the way, because you're slowly taking them out of some difficulty, some chaos of some sort. Maybe with the 3 of Swords, some sadness. You could be a speaker, with Mercury, you could be someone who's a speaker, a trainer, a teacher, and a consultant, a psychiatrist, psychologist, something along these lines. And with the 3 of Swords, you're really helping out maybe a lot of sadness or a lot of difficulty. And because you're succeeding in that, people are reigning you as a great leader. And the reason I say you're taking them out of great difficulties, not just with the 3 of Swords, because we can see here with the 10 of Swords, a lot of people who may have even lost hope in this industry. they're lost. Maybe they don't know what to do. And you're helping them find themselves again and rise. So, yeah. You have certain skills that are helping you do that. With the Virgo, you may be very organized in your thought process. You could be someone who's very driven and someone who's out to find a way, not to just give up. And that's what's making you stand out and unique perhaps from everyone, is that you don't take no for an answer, pile number 3. And so you do see the jewel amidst the chaos, you know, some sort of like the rubble, the diamond in the rubble. And that's why you grow out of a situation where it could seem like it's dead, it's not working, but you're able to find yourself out of it. You have that sort of strength. And for this reason, in the next phase of your career, pile number 3, people are reigning you as a leader. They love what you're doing. They're cheering for you. They're going after you. So there's no competition there. It's more of, we're standing behind you. Go do what you're doing. You're magical. You're very skilled. And also very smart, very organized, very critical with the Virgo energy here. Very organized thought process, systematical thinker. And for this reason, my dear pile number 3, we have, I'm sure it's going to appear in your wealth, in your finances. We can already see that in the next phase of your life, your career is going to cause a lot of wealth. It's so lovely to see. Yeah, your career is causing a lot of wealth for you, because you're genuinely helping either people out, your company out of a very difficult and tough situation where without you, it could have been the end. I'm quite curious about you, pile number 3. Let's pull out cards and see how you're helping your industry, how you're making these new developments. Can we kindly get more information? I'm sure you're going to also want to know as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. These are a lot of cards, but they were popping out and I wanted to check them out for you. So you have the 8 of Pentacles. Wow. You have, do you see? You're helping so many different people out, and everyone's hopes are revived because of what you're doing, the work that you're doing. Thank you, pile number 3. You have the 4 of Swords. Yeah, do you see the idea of, you know how you can restore your youth as an idea in a cold casket to reserve your youth, you know, and then you wake up years later and you're still young. I'm getting the idea that perhaps people with the 4 of Swords felt like it was the end. They were stagnant, and you're reviving this energy. And do you notice all the rabbits in your reading? Wow. A lot of wealth is coming up for you. Okay, so yeah, you're reviving hope, obviously, very clearly, to a stagnant situation that could have been chaotic. Wow, the star, you're giving everyone hope. I mean, 3 cards showing hope, revival of hope, moving out of stagnancy. Yeah. The Page of Wands, leading and showing the way. Yeah, with the light here. You're illuminating people on what to do exactly. thus attracting their attention, giving them hope, and letting their stagnant situation move. The Fool, giving them a new beginning. Unbelievable. Yeah, your reading is very clear. And what do we have? 10 of Cups. Do you see? Your energy is very strong. And the reason for that is that your revival of hope is giving people maybe new ideas from what they're hearing from you. And this is giving them an opportunity to move waters, move that stagnant energy, get hope, start anew, and depend on themselves, because this mermaid here has now grown new legs, right? Moving from one environment to another. So they're changing their environment. They start depending on themselves, and with the 10 of Cups, ultimately reach their happiness, do achieve their dreams, do what they want. Your energy is amazing, and that's why out of the blue you come and help everyone change their situation that could have otherwise felt hopeless. This is your energy, my dear pile number 3. I love what you're doing. I hope you are blessed and successful for this amazing energy that you're presenting to people here, pile number 3. Again, thank you for your beautiful heart. You can't have an idea like that unless you genuinely care about others. So thank you for that, pile number 3. And as a result, my dear pile number 3, you are accumulating a lot of wealth. May you be blessed, my dear pile number 3. Okay, so now we've had a good look at your career. And this could be people, this could be, again, your industry, reviving your industry or something of that sort. So let's clear out this industry, this part of your reading, and get into the next, where we check the energy or what's next in your relationship. You should really be proud of yourself here with this reading, pile number 3. Also, I just noticed here with the 5 of Wands, this could also be people protecting you against maybe competition or aggressive energy, protecting you. These could be people, your spirit guides. You're protected at the end of the day. But genuinely, I feel like instead of competition, people are there behind you is really the energy that I see. Okay, I'm coming back for the second part. All right, let's take a look at the second part of your reading. Again, we'll be taking a look at your oracle cards first. You have the record player. Repetition, vibes, grooves. Stop living in the past. Let's see what this is about. Oh, let me adjust so you can see your cards. My apologies. So this is what your card looks like. Okay, let's keep it here. You also have Saturn in Libra with devotion. Beautiful. Okay. You have the crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So for some of you, you can, if you're looking forward to have a child, it seems like what's coming next, you might be getting a child. All right, but that's very specific here. You also have dog, protection from a powerful friend. Interesting. So yeah, we can already see the vibes and energy of relationships in general. Really cool. All right, let's take a look at your tarot cards. So you have the Knight of Cups. You have the 4 of Pentacles. If you're hearing background noise, my apologies. I know you guys are always so sweet and understanding. This is my dog sleeping in the background. I always keep him next to me. So you have the Hanged Man. Interesting. you have the 10 of Wands. The 3 of Pentacles. And let's keep them here. You also have Justice. All right. You have Strength. Okay. So Justice and Strength. I'm actually gonna keep this next to the 2 major arcanas here. And coincidentally, they're lying right under the 3rd major arcana, which is the Hanged Man. Okay, so this is meant to happen here. You have the Ace of Cups. And you have the Page of Cups. Interesting. There's a lot of looking into something. A huge emphasis on a cup here, right? Huge emphasis on a cup, on something or someone. Devotion, loyalty. So pile number 3, in terms of your relationships, it looks like to me you may have been loyal and really devoted to someone or some people who sometimes with the Sun and Moon, sometimes are there, sure, they're showing up, and sometimes they're missing in action. And they could have been keeping you hanging there, stuck. Part of you is loyal to the good times, and the other part of you is living in the past. Not sure whether to move or not, because you're not really getting much out of this connection. And overall, with the 10 of Wands, it seems like it's been weighing heavy on you. It hasn't been helping you move ahead, and there's a lot of waiting going on with the 4 of Pentacles, waiting for a long time. Maybe even with this Knight of Cups and Page of Cups, scrying or looking at energy, trying to guess if there is maybe will be dedication with this person. Another layer could be maybe you not liking anyone due to things that happened in the past and keeping to yourself, and again hence keeping yourself in a stuck situation where you're not really happy about being alone, but at the same time, you're not really happy with what happens when you're with someone. So keeping yourself stuck, and that energy has been weighing down on you. Whichever the situation really is, it seems with the Crib and the Ace of Cups, this thing you're looking at, there's a new beginning in this situation. Things are balancing out next for you. Pile number 3, in terms of you not playing the same tape over and over, doing the same thing over and over and over. There's a halt in this recorded tape that keeps going, where you keep hearing the same thing, or rather doing the same thing. And so you're breaking with strength out of this cycle, finally balancing this energy out. And so we see a new beginning where you're maybe collaborating with other people, giving yourself a chance to see other people. Whether this is in terms of a romantic, which I kind of have an itch that for a lot of you, this looks like more of a romantic reading. but of course not necessarily. I feel like you're now entering a new phase of you keeping your options more open, testing the waters and seeing what's there, talking to other people, and not being so loyal to an old idea that may be keeping you in the past, pile number 3. And for this reason, we have a new beginning here. If you're looking forward to a child, maybe there was a cycle of you trying to get a child. It may not have been working. It was halted for a while. And now it seems there's a new beginning where you're getting the child that you wanted. So that's the energy. Please take it how it resonates with you. Whether it's the exact story or the energy of the story, whatever has been repeating itself in your life in the past, you're now ending this cycle. And you are beginning a new one where you are refreshing your energy, cooperating with others, seeing new options. And see, with this balance, I've noticed from the beginning, you know, do you see it's sitting on top of what looks like a brain? And so this is changing because of the new way you're thinking. And you're making a new decision of, maybe I was too stuck in being devoted or loyal to a certain idea that has been keeping me halted. And I see you no longer keeping to yourself anymore, or waiting for someone, or waiting for something to go right, perhaps. And now you're weighing out your old ideas with new ideas that are bringing clarity. And believe me, pile number 3, it looks like these new ideas are helping you break out of the cycle. Do you see? You have a net here of someone being stuck, and then a whole whale breaking out of this neck, showing strength, breaking out of this net or stuck situation. And with that, you hold a new beginning in your hand. Something new is happening in terms of your relationships. Let's find out together, in fact. Let's find out what this is. So can we kindly get more information about what this new beginning is exactly for pile number 3? Thanks. So 1, 2, 3. Let's see what that is. All right. You have 6 of Pentacles. I see you speaking with a lot of people. Do you see? There's a lot of communication with so many people. And 6 of Pentacles, the beauty about the 6 of Pentacles is the idea that what you put in, you get out. Again, the idea of the balance, right? And so you speaking with other people, with the Page of Pentacles maybe bringing you new opportunities of new people presenting their love to you or their friendship to you, right? You have, wow, the Queen of Wands, and look how it's shining. It's almost like the card is shining light out of it. Amazing. The Queen of Wands is amazing. So you have the Queen of Wands and you have the 4 of Swords. So I'm seeing with the Queen of Wands, of course, that coming up with these people that you're communicating with, I see you being popular, being wanted, being awestrucking to the new people you're talking to, being attractive. So yeah, we're seeing the idea that people are just loving you, with you opening up your mind to new energies here. So who are these people? These are people whose energies are around you, but because you're keeping yourself mentally stuck, maybe in the past or in something, these are the swords, they're not able to enter your energetic field. They're not able to contact you, be with you, because maybe you've confined yourself for one reason or the other to a specific mental thought, a specific devotion to a person or people or idea. Whereas in fact, as you can see, there are so many people that are ready to enter your life. They're there energetically if you allow them, because everything is in your hands. Everything is always in your hands. By letting go of the old ideas and allowing yourself to open up, pile number 3, you allow so many others to communicate with you, where you are admired, loved, and there's a lot of fun going on with the Queen of Wands. A lot of fun, interesting things, living life to the full. Yes. Living life to the full, enjoying it to the full. Beautiful energy here. So I hope you heed the call, pile number 3. There's so much going on around you, waiting for you to melt this coldness and shine bright. You see, fire and ice, melt it, pile number 3. Open up your aura and let those who are meant to come in and enjoy their time with you. Pile number 3. So that's what I'm seeing in terms of what's coming next for you. The universe's plan for what's coming up next for you in terms of your relationships. Now I'll clear this and let's get into the third part of your reading about what's coming next for you. What's the universe's plan for you next in terms of your finances? All right. Let's now check your finances. What's the universe's plan for you next? So you have the bubbles, peace, relaxation, joy, short-lived good fortune. Now it's interesting that this is coming up in your financial reading. So let's put this into consideration. Let's keep it here. You have Moon in Leo with appreciation. Really cool. This is looking very healthy so far. Gonna keep short-lived good fortune into consideration. So let's see what the message is here. You have woman, dealings or relationship with a woman. So sorry. There we go. Right? You must have not seen this one as well. So that's your second card, and that was your first card. My apologies. This is what it looks like. Right. Now, the last oracle card that we have is Crown. Honor and respect will come to you. Ooh, maybe you're the one who's being crowned, huh? Very interesting. Now, woman is an energy, whether you define as a woman or a man or whatever, really. I see a human being crowned, right? Identify is the word that I was looking for, right? Okay, so let's take a look at your tarot cards. So far, so good. You have the death card beginning your reading. This is quite significant. And so this specific death card shows kind of a toxic situation. So maybe pile number 3, you were going through some really tough times, maybe in terms of finances. Maybe you had a lot of debts to pay off. You were very worried, maybe even worried sick about a certain situation in terms of finance, maybe the future. You're not really sure what is going on. You're very afraid, right? So we see this situation transforming greatly for you. Pile number 3. And I'm not surprised, because in the very first part of your reading, you had a lot of wealth in your reading. You have the 8 of Swords. Yeah. So transforming a situation where you felt stuck, obviously. Okay. You have the 8 of Wands, showing us that this situation for you next is happening very quickly. That stuck energy or fear is dissipating and you're rising up super quickly. Do know that you're getting a lot of fortune very quickly. We'll get back to that in a second. You have the Knight of Wands, again the energy of being very quick, right? You have the King of Pentacles. Obviously you're going to be a very wealthy person. Pile number 3. Okay. Yeah, you're being crowned. In fact, let me just do that now. You are being crowned. Okay. You have the King of Cups, the Devil card, the 5 of Cups, and you have, wow, the 10 of Pentacles, ending the financial reading. What can I tell you? Pile number 3. I'm going to take a closer look now at your card to see what this is about, and then I'll get back to you right away. Okay, I'm seeing what's going on here for you, pile number 3, in terms of your finances. So we can clearly see you coming out of a difficult situation financially, where you're trying to figure things out here and there to make it work, possibly feeling a bit stuck, not knowing how to get out of maybe some debt. And all of a sudden, what's coming next for you is there's a boom in finances, taking you just like a bubble, expanding so much, where you're getting so much wealth and so much money, and you're enjoying that huge influx coming into your life. But just like we see with the bubbles here, it's short-lived. It could blow up any second, and that's the situation here. Here we see that at some point this bubble would burst, and you may feel temporarily a little bit stuck, not knowing what to do now or how to get it back. How are you going to get that boom back? And as an example to exactly what I'm seeing in your reading and what the solution is like, let's take the example that we saw with Mercury in the first part. Let's say you're a speaker. Let's say you are a speaker who solved something. For example, you could be, as an example, a professor, a physics professor, who's cracked the code in how to explain something so complex in a very easy way. And so now that you've cracked this code and you explain it so simply, perhaps you've developed a new technique that is just super easy to understand and follow. Now all the universities are inviting you to speak about that brilliant way that you're teaching. Everyone wants you as a speaker. You're getting so many institutes, organizations, and universities left, right, and center paying you with lucrative amounts to come and speak of your new system or your new creative way of speaking about this topic. Everyone wants to listen to you, and boom, you get that huge amounts of finances coming into your life because of this amazing recognition where you're standing out, just as we saw in the first pile. So things are amazing, finances are amazing, you're getting yourself out of debt, you are enjoying all that influx of finances coming in, and you're being creative. They ask you to change topics now that they've heard the main idea, everyone's heard it. Now they want you to speak of a different idea. You right into it, you think of a similar topic, and you create that. You're being invited again, they listen to you. Wow, that was amazing. You do that over and over and over, and now you're running out of ideas. And now less and less people are inviting you because they've heard your topics, and now you're pushing yourself out of your limit, trying to find different things to say. You're getting out of, I don't want to say your comfort zone, but rather your field of expertise, trying to keep up with that lucrative situation. And sometimes they like this idea, they get you, but sometimes they don't. And so here we see you kind of feeling stuck. You know, you're stuck in a cage looking forward to this amount that you're used to, and you're not always able to get it. And so now you're feeling stuck. You have a golden opportunity, you may have overused it, and now you really don't know what to do because it's a bubble. You can see that bubble about to burst, and you don't know what to do. You're afraid of that bubble exploding. You don't know what you're going to do, and you're feeling quite stuck after that happens. And so what I see here, I forgot to tell you, and so now you're just depending on the few entities that are very loyal to you. You know, they love what you're teaching, and they're willing to hear it again and again. They willing to hear what you come up with. They love what you say, what you're saying or singing or doing. And some are still always inviting you, just can't get enough of you. So yeah, you're doing okay, but you can see the bubble about to burst, and you are feeling quite stuck. But you do see here, I always show this card, pile number 3. There's a lock that is open. This mermaid is not really as stuck as they think they are. They're only stuck in this cage, keeping themselves stuck because they're looking at a few coins here and there that really aren't much at the end of the day to what its potential could be. And so I really here see your advice is to keep this good fortune. Do realize that there is a threshold. Don't stretch yourself thin trying to grow vertically when you're really meant to grow horizontally. And so your advice here from the universe, pile number 3, is instead of stretching yourself, trying to get more topics for these few people to listen to you, expand vertically. Stick to your expertise, and instead of stretching yourself thin, find another medium where there are so many other people who need to listen to you but aren't listening to this amazing, brilliant system that you've created, and they can't hear you. There's so many more than these specific institutions, maybe so many other countries and so many other institutions and so many other students that could really make use of your ideas. So instead of stretching yourself out vertically, trying to get the same institutions and organizations to re-invite you, maybe you're meant to grow your numbers by maybe looking at a different perspective. Here, your creativity could be in expanding Maybe through the internet, instead of going to institutions, you can create an online course with this very brilliant concept, so that many people around the world can see that very same idea and grow in their lives, succeed in their classes, understand this concept so well, so that there are many other scientists in the world, right? So you'll be helping more people out by expanding horizontally. Perhaps, like we can see here, horizontally mean more people listening to you, doing an online course, an online training. And so it's not about doing different things, but maybe doing it in a different way, changing the medium, or changing, see it how it resonates exactly with you. Don't stretch yourself out short. Think and be creative of different ways where you can give your gift, where many people can see it and hear it. That's just an example, of course. See it how it resonates to you, and how you can change your perspective of not being stuck in the way you've earned your finances in the beginning, or you will be earning your finances in the beginning, and to think of a different way of to hone on that skill or knowledge, and having masses listening to you, right? And so this way, pile number 3, we see that you will forever be appreciated and respected for what you are teaching, speaking. We saw from the very beginning that people are just letting you lead because you've done something amazing. And this will lead to not just short-term boom in finances, but the kings are stability. The 10 of Pentacles, you will have excess of finances here. Do you see how there's a lot of generations, for generations to come, huge wealth coming and stability from changing your perspective, not being stuck in one way of doing things. Consider, open your mind to doing different things in a different way. Now, you've finished one stage, you don't have to close that chapter, but think of opening up a new one in a different way, pile number 3. And that will be your key from your first level of expansion to the second level of expansion. And when we talk about wealth, you are going to be a very wealthy person. With the King of Pentacles in conjunction with the 10 of Pentacles, there will be so much around, where so much to pass on from one generation to the next. You will be very blessed with a lot of fortune and things, and beautiful things to enjoy in your life. Yeah, remember, in your preparation, you got the teacup, and I said something is ready for you to indulge in and enjoy. And that's the sort of energy here. You're ready to enjoy in finances, pile number 3. Yes, it's going to come into 2 levels, but do know that you will crack the code here, my dear pile number 3, obviously, as you always do. You're a very smart person. We can see it from the beginning. And you're going to enjoy stability now. We're going to go from boom, a single boom, to great wealth and stability by simply shifting your mindset on how to do it differently. And pile number 3, that was your reading. Such an interesting reading, isn't it? I wish you all the best of luck, my dear pile number 3. It is such an honor to meet someone like you, who's leading someone with all of this generosity and geniosity out of a certain situation. Kudos to you. Wishing you all the best of luck from my heart to yours, pile number 3. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell so that you're notified as soon as a video is uploaded. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, pile number 3. This book could really help you out in your journey. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it. But really, it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying this process. And you will see that this book truly holds true to this promise. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And now there's also an audiobook. If you love and enjoy audiobooks like me, I definitely do. And pile number 3, it was such a pleasure getting to know you, getting to know your story, and I'm wishing you nothing but the best in your life. All the best of luck and fortune, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your shuffling and pile preparation process. If you were meaning to start your reading right away and clicked here by mistake, do note that your reading starts at the timestamp that is right under this one. But if you're here for your to watch your pile preparation, welcome. It is lovely to have you here. And let me introduce the cards to you. These are the oracle decks that we will be using for this reading. And this is, of course, the tarot deck that you have chosen for this reading. And any of the decks that I use, if you're interested, in any of the decks that I use, you'll find that I always leave their names down in the description box. The way we're going to be doing this reading, in order to get an in-depth reading on what the universe's plan is for you next, we are going to be dividing it into specific topics, where one part will be diving deep into what's next in your career. And then in the second part, we're taking a look at what's next for you in terms of relationships in your life. These could be friendships, romantic, whatever comes up. And in the third part of your reading, we're taking a look at what's next in terms of your finances. So, look at what's popping for you, pile number 3. Do you see that? Exaltation. It looks like already what's coming next in your life. The universe's plan is that you will be absolutely happy, exalted. Pile number 4. This is really not a coincidence for this card to pop up as we were setting this intention for your reading. Right, so now let's shuffle with intention for the 3 parts of your reading and see what is the universe's plan for you next. Oh, thanks, that wanted to come out. In terms of your career, relationships, and this one, finances. Lovely. Okay. Now, let's get into the second deck and shuffle with intention. Oh, this one's popping up. Also this one and this one. Thank you very much. All right, with the tea leaves, I've divided them into 2 because I will be taking 2 for each part. Right, let's start with this one. Oh, thanks. So 1, 2, and 3. Let's move on to the next. Right, thanks. 1, 2, and 3. Wonderful. Okay, now let's get into your tarot deck. We'll be taking 9 cards for each pile. So, can we kindly know what is the universe's plan next for pile number 4, please? Thank you. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. So we have 2 cards in each pile now. 1, 2, and 3. So these are 3s. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Lovely. Okay, let's keep your main tarot deck here in case we need any further clarifications during your reading. Right, let's keep it right there. And let's put your piles neatly together. So let's keep your oracle cards up top. So this is the pile for your career. So that pile is now ready. Let's keep it here. This pile is for your coming relationships. So curious about the timing in this pile. Can't wait to find out more. Okay. Let's keep it here. And third pile. This is the pile for your finances. There we go. That was easy and smooth and nice. There we go. Let's keep it here. Right. Hey, I believe we are now ready with your 3 piles. Thank you so much for sharing your energy as we prepare your pile. I always love having you around. Thank you so much. Sending so much love to you. So much love and so much appreciation. I hope you know how much you mean to me. Thank you for being here. And let's get into your reading. Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. As you know, we're taking a look at what is the universe's plan for you next. And to do this in-depth reading, during the preparation process, we've divided your reading into 3 parts, where the first part, we're taking a deep dive into what's next in your career. And then we're taking a look at what's next in your relationships. That includes all types of relationships. And in the third part, we're taking a look at what the universe's plan is for you next in terms of your finances. So first things first, let's start with the first part of your reading. And let's see what your oracle cards are. So you have the Scarecrow. It says, what? Tatermalion? I'm gonna have to check what that means. Decoy, a ruse. Beware bogus friends. Right, let me check what Tatermalion means. I'll be back in a second. Well, I didn't find Tatermalion, but I did find Taterdemalion, which kind of means the same thing here. No, actually it means being in a decayed status or condition. Right, let's see. The rest of your cards. So you have the Sun in Aquarius with idealism. Okay. You have bird flying, news is on the way. And you have parrot, someone will gossip about all your secrets. Right, don't worry about this. The energies fit in the reading the way it wants to. So let's reveal them and see what this is all about. This wants to come out first. Ooh, you have the World card. See, I told you. Always wait and see what we're getting. Right. Let's check out the rest of the cards. You have the Emperor. You have, wow, the Star. Told you, wait and see. Okay. You have the Three of Swords. We see an end of a chapter here. The ink has been spilled. There's no more to write in this old chapter. We're done with an old chapter. Okay, you have the Six of Wands. Beautiful energy. Okay. You have the High Priestess. Amazing. How about we keep it here so that we have space. You have the Ace of Cups. The Ten of Pentacles. And you have the Nine of Wands. So your cards are mostly super amazing. Let me take a deeper look here at all of the cards together. So what I'm seeing here for you, pile number 4, is with the Scarecrow here in conjunction with the World card, there's an end of a cycle of perhaps you worrying about maybe work. Yeah, maybe something wasn't going exactly the way you wanted it and it was giving you a scare. You know, you were very afraid of something in terms of your work and your career. Maybe with the bogus, beware of bogus friends. Maybe you were worried that you were in a position where you weren't really fit for some reason and you were afraid that someone would find out. Or maybe you were for a long time in a position where you didn't find your work or exactly what you wanted and you were afraid of how that was going to look on your CV. Or that in general there was a feeling of being in a place where you don't fit in. It's not what you want in terms of your career and you weren't very happy. It was taking a toll on you. It was eating you up every day, pile number 4. But if you can see here, we see on the way there's an ideal opportunity coming for you. And I really do feel like you kind of manifested it. The reason I'm saying that, I'm seeing the journal here with the Three of Swords. I'm seeing the parrot repeating manifestation. I'm seeing the High Priestess with all of the magic here, the runes, the crystal ball, the tarot. Yeah, I'm seeing rituals. Some rituals are simply repeating to yourself, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get this dream come true. It's going to happen for me. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. There is this strong belief and a repetition of positive repetition. Perhaps, pile number 4, you've been seeing your cards, you've been hearing tarot readings. Perhaps it's been keeping your spirit up, and through that strong energy, as within as without, you have been drawing this opportunity to you, this strong opportunity coming up with you. And we can see, of course, clearly with the Ace of Cups, that something new is happening for you. Now let's take a look. The Ace of Cups is in conjunction with the Ten of Pentacles. So this is the beginning of a new lucrative opportunity for you. Something new that is outside what you're doing, that is outside how you're feeling. And it's obviously bringing you a lot of wealth and a good position with the Ten of Pentacles. You're finally leaving that old state that you disliked very much. And again, it's not that it's ideal, because it's not just that it's giving you a lot of wealth. But with the Emperor, I feel like you're in a position now where you're not only where you're not only in a good position, like in the exact position that you want or exact job, but you're really able to give a lot of yourself in this. You're more successful here than where you currently are now. You're finally able to give so much of yourself. There's so much knowledge inside of you with the High Priestess here in conjunction with the Emperor. There's so much knowledge to you. Do you see all of these books? There's so much that you can give. Maybe you don't even know how much you can give until you finally sit in that position. Pile number 4. And so because you're giving so much of yourself, you found yourself in this area, in this new area. That's what's coming next year for you. We see that you're going to be, with the Six of Wands, very successful in this new opportunity that's coming up for you. Pile number 4. So very happy for you in terms of this great news here. It even says news is on the way. So look out for that, pile number 4. You will be doing fantastic. Let me light your candle for you, and I'll be back. There we go. Even there's a new opportunity here with us lighting your candle. Here, do you see how in this Nine of Wands, there's some witch cloth on the ground. We see it here in the High Priestess. So this is kind of making me understand that in this new position, you're really good at it. And we see that you're equipped for it. And the reason you're so equipped, and the reason there's an inner knowing to this new role that you're doing so effortlessly, as opposed to what you were doing in the past. More, more effortlessly, or you're doing it with a lot less friction or a lot less pain. The reason for that is because in your past life, you've already went through with the Nine of Wands, through this journey. You already have that experience. And now, in this new role, you may not be wearing this witch clothes, or let's say you may not be in your past lives, but you certainly in this new life have the experience that you went through in your past lives, giving you the capabilities and the talent and the knowledge from all of these past lives. And so you're equipped to go through the challenges that it may need. And for this reason, it may seem very effortless to you. You're not really now being challenged as you used to be in your past lives. You've gained so much experience, and in this lifetime, you're here to share what you know. You're doing it very comfortably. You've gone through a lot, you've learned a lot, and now you're bringing this knowledge and this power out seamlessly into your new world. Pile number 4. Very, very interesting reading. I just noticed something. The cat fishing this goldfish. You will find this as a great opportunity. You will be able to see things that only you will catch. Because of all this past experience. And for this reason, you will be a great, I don't want to say addition, but rather a great, not use, a great person for this role, and much needed person for this role. Pile number 4. You have the star here, so 6 of Wands and star. You could be rising to popularity. You could be very known, very popular in your field because of this knowledge that you're bringing out. And my dear pile number 4, have you manifested this? You've believed so much that you're going to get exactly what you want. And mind you, it was written for you. You're here in the first place because you have an important role to fill. And because you felt it in your heart, and your heart and your soul was yearning for that place, yearning to start your spiritual journey that you're here to do. You've been manifesting it. Your soul was calling for it. I'm going to do this. 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 And very soon, pile number 4, you are not just going to do this, but you're going to rise to stardom and great success in your lifetime. And that is what's coming next for you. This is not in the far future. This is what's coming next for you, my dear pile number 3. And pile number 4. And so if you're worried or fretting or not knowing how this is going to work, do not worry. This chapter has ended, and you're about to enter something amazing that your heart will love, because it is your true calling in your heart. So that's what I see, what's coming up here for you, pile number 4, in terms of what's next, what's the universe's plan for you next in your career. I'm going to clear this out, put these cards back in your deck, and we're going to take a look at the next part of your reading, which is what's next for you, what's the plan next for you in terms of your relationships. All right, so let's take a look at the second part of your reading. First, we're going to take a look at your oracle cards. Very curious about the month of the year here. So you have Venus in Libra with indecision. Let me adjust that so you can see it. There we go. Right. Flying time. Time is flying. Let's see what this is trying to say. You also have the vessel, circulation, movement, contained but in motion. Okay. You also have the skull. Hidden secrets can harm you. All right. And you have June. Okay. Really interesting. June. Right, let's take a look at the rest of your cards. So you have the 9 of Swords. You have the 10 of Cups. You have the Knight of Cups. Right, interesting. You have the 8 of Cups. And you have the Ace of Pentacles. All right. The 8 of Swords. The King of Pentacles. The Death card with 2 doors, right? And you have the Magician. So what are we seeing here? in terms of the coming relationships, pile number 4? So what I'm seeing here, pile number 4, I see your connection with a specific person who, in the beginning of your connection, things were wonderful with the 10 of Cups and the 9 and the Knight of Cups. Things were beautiful between the two of you. It was going great. But now the confusion is that with the skull, maybe things have died out. It's now, instead of being so beautiful as it used to be, it's one way or the other stressing you out. And you're not sure whether you should leave this person or not. With the vessel, maybe you even have children with this person. And so the decision is very difficult, and maybe the past, along with what you have built together now, whether this is children, your beautiful fur babies, or the life that you've created together, it's making you very indecisive. But at the same time, you feel like time is flying in this connection where you're with this specific person, but nothing is happening. Maybe things are dying, and for this reason here you feel stuck. And so I really see your advice here, pile number 4, is it's that it's time to move away. Take with you what is important for you and leave the rest. See, you have circulation, movement, and advice to move on. And your pile is the only pile that got a certain time. And I was pretty surprised. You will see that a door closes so that another one opens up. And for this reason, you will be granted another opportunity with someone amazing, actually. You're manifesting a new person into your life. This is what's next for you. And so with June, this doesn't necessarily have to be next June, although it could be. But June could also mean 6. 6 could mean in 6 months, 6 weeks, on the 6th of a certain month. And so really your advice here is to know that there is a specific time, quite soon, maybe in half a year. Yeah, maybe in half a year or next June. There is another person coming up, or maybe this person is called June, who knows? But the whole idea here is that there is a specific time where you will be meeting someone new, completely different from this energy. Now, this person, this new door, as you walk away, will have all the things that you've ever really wanted, or all the things, not just what you've ever wanted, but all the things that you will need in this stage and the coming stages of your life. But you have to be bold here. See, it's up to you to cut the cord. No one's going to be doing it for you. In order to make use of, to be able to get in touch with this new door, you have to make that, I don't want to say sacrifice, but that bold move of cutting and walking away from maybe what you know you need to end and walk away from, pile number 4. And by doing that, you manifest something significant. You manifest a great beginning for you. With the King of Pentacles, this is a great beginning with someone who has it all, really. Has everything you are looking for. So your reading here in specific is obviously for a lot of you speaking about a relationship or a specific connection with someone in general. Always remember pile number 4. It may have been a wonderful beginning. And the fact that you share something doesn't mean that that very blessing should be the reason for you to feel the torture, to feel stuck and anxious. Take what you can, take what is yours, and just let it go. Let behind what is in its essence not important, pile number 4. And give yourself that new beginning. That new beginning, you will find, will be a magical beginning for you. It's almost impossible to imagine that you can have that sort of beginning. It's like, oh my God, a couple of months ago or a couple of weeks ago, my life used to look like that. It was so closed and it didn't look like I can do all of these amazing things and live this amazing life. But look at this life now. I'm living a completely different reality. It's like a shift in reality that feels so magical that I can experience these beautiful things now and be maybe with a more mature person. The reason I say mature is because you have the King of Pentacles. Not that there was much wrong with the other person, but maybe something died and maybe the two of you aren't happy anymore. And you're rather finding through that new door, taking energy out instead of to allow new energy that now vibrates in your same frequency to come in. Pile number 4. Yeah, that's exactly what I see in terms of your what's next in your relationship. We see something magical, beautiful coming up, and your advice to really cut the cord, pile number 4. Obviously what's happening now for one reason or the other is dying, and we're seeing the advice to move, to move, not to be indecisive, not to let time pass, to start moving away and walking away from it. Pile number 4. This is exactly what I see in terms of what's next, what's the universe's plan for you next in terms of your relationship. So pile number 4, now that we've had a look at that, let me clear this out and get into the next part of your reading, which is what's next in terms of your finances. Oh my God, pile number 4. Oh no, it changed. I wanted to show you something amazing. Your flame, it's happening again. As I was taking out your relationship pile, the flame is creating a heart. I hope I can bring this carefully and show you this here. It's gonna happen. Just give it a second. There, do you see it? I hope the camera was picking up on that. I really do. Do you see it? Do you see it? Isn't this fantastic? So magical. Remember when we said it's going to be magical? I just had to show you that, pile number 4. I really did. Okay, let's get into your finances. All right, pile number 4. Let's take a look at what's coming next, the universe's plan for you next in terms of your finances. So you have the spider web. You know, every time I see the spider web, I can't help but remember the internet for one reason, or for that very same reason, of course. So you have destiny, mortality, patient, trapped or connected. That's also another thing, connected. Okay, so let's keep that here. You have Moon in Sagittarius with optimism. Wonderful card to have for your finances. Right. You have Owl good advice from a wise person. Okay. And you have bridge. See, you're moving into one phase of your life into the next, which is what we saw. You're climbing into something amazing, successfully overcoming a problem. Yes. Okay. So let's take a look at your tarot cards. You have the Six of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups. Wow. You're going to be doing really well financially here. You certainly have a reason to be optimistic and for optimism to show up in your finances. You have the Chariot, and obviously where you're leaving one thing and going into the other. Yeah, with the bridge here. And remember, we saw that in your career. You're leaving something behind that wasn't working, you did not enjoy, and you're quickly moving into a new area that you will be enjoying. You have the Queen of Wands. Wow. Did you get popular? Yeah, you got the Star and the Six of Wands. Pile number 4, you got all the popular cards. You got the Six of Wands, you got the Star, and you got the Queen of Wands. All the cards that one way or the other have in one of their meanings popularity. So yeah, obviously your popularity is bringing a lot of finances for you. Oh, this wants to come out first. This is the Ace of Wands. Wow. You're also being very creative, and your creativity is really taking you somewhere else. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. And with this Wheel of Fortune, I feel like you're going to be so blessed financially that you're going to do so many things in your life. You're going to like, for example, you're going to have great health, maybe eat healthy food. That could be a thing, or take care of your health better. I see maybe you'll buy a house. That could be a thing. Save up, invest in activities that you like. I don't know, get married, or get jewelry, or get the things that you want, and in general feel happy. Also, the Star here could be traveling. It's like you're full throttle doing everything that you want with the fortune that is coming for you. Having the Wheel of Fortune in a finance reading, oh my goodness, big money coming up for you. Pile number 4. You have the Tower. You see the confidence in this witch's face with the Tower falling. It's like, huh. And you have the Eight of Pentacles. It's like, remember when I told you in your career, it's like you're the only one who knows the elixir, this alchemical combination to your craft. You're the only one that does it in a certain way, or is going to do it in a certain way. And so you're changing your fortune. Pile number 4. You're bringing down your old life, and you're starting a new one that is lucrative, full of fun, full of you doing what you want, feeling safe, having the finances that you want. So in order to gauge your financial situation, we can already see that it's very optimistic. Pile number 4, and that is by you starting something new that will involve a lot of your creativity, a lot of you in that thing. With the Six of Cups, we can see that you're passing on experiences from your old self to your new self, from a past self. Long time coming, long experience that you're now going to put into good use with the new position that you're taking. it's very obvious here. It's the same type of energy. With the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups, you're combining great knowledge with a lot of creativity. So that's coming together. Great knowledge with a lot of creativity. That's what's coming next in your life in general and your financial situation. Now, once you get into that part of your life, things will be moving financially exponentially, very quickly. And I see that you're bringing down an old system and recreating a new one. Bringing down an old way of doing something and renovating it or revolutionizing it. Yeah. And it's going to be through your knowledge, through the intelligence, and that includes your crown chakra. So your physical intelligence as well as your third eye, your crown chakra activating, downloading amazing new ideas and information. Your inner knowing with the High Priestess that we've seen in the first part of your reading. Yeah, so much of your knowledge and intelligence is key to how you are going to create all of this wealth. Pile number 4. I see with the spider web, first of all, it seems like it's going to go viral online, first of all. Second of all, a lot of people are going to be connecting you to the right opportunities and the right people. And through that, things are going to grow exponentially for you. I feel like having the Wheel of Fortune in your finances shows amazing wealth, something crazy big. Pile number 4, not the typical type of wealth. We're seeing crazy wealth, different life, living a different life. Why is that? What are you doing? Pile number 4. What are you doing? So let's first gauge what type of wealth this is. That will be really cool to find out for you. So we have actually 5. Okay. What type of wealth is that for pile number 4? So you have the Devil card. You have the 6 of Swords. The King of Swords. Okay. You have the 7 of Cups. Ooh, love that. And you have the Ace of Pentacles. What type of wealth is that? Look, pile number 4. This is a type of wealth. Do you see? I think we said that here in the Wheel of Fortune. The type of wealth where you no longer have to ever worry about finances. Let me adjust that. So whatever it is you should dream or should please, you click on it and you get it. You get whatever you want in life. That type of wealth. I see a great portfolio of investments, of grand wealth. And so this type of wealth is so lucrative that you will have people trying to lure you to get a piece of it, trying to steal something, you know. But you will be in a very strong position. They will always be caught. They will never be able to take your finances, but it's very, very lucrative, where so many people are looking at it, wanting to try to get a piece, an opportunity. But you're standing, as you can see, with the King of Swords. They're organized, strong. You're maybe very well protected. You have a good legal team, maybe. Your position is very strong in terms of what you have, that no one will really be able to take that away from you. And with the Ace of Pentacles, one of the reasons why people will not be able to take anything from you is because there's intelligence in how you keep your finances. You keep very little at hand, and by little, please take that very loosely. With little, you can get whatever you want. But most of your finances is maybe reinvested, could I say real estate, or in other projects, or yeah, maybe your legal team's able to allow you to have this grand type of wealth, while at the same time being kept in a smart way where no one can take it. What are you doing, pile number 4? No, let me check. What are you doing? This is big energy. So now the question is, let's find out together. Maybe it will be helpful for you too. So what are you doing, pile number 4, with all of that amazing popularity and success? I wonder. Okay, let's see. Maybe you're wondering too. Maybe you're not yet at that stage of knowledge. Because we said a great opportunity is coming for you. So maybe you don't know. You have the 5 of Pentacles, the 8 of Cups, the 10 of Cups. We see that you've moved away from something that made you feel like you were lacking to something you're really good at and you're enjoying. Okay, we understand that. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. And now you have the 8 of Wands, the Empress, and the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so the clue here is that you're really helping humanity one way or the other. Maybe you're helping them in different ways. Maybe you're helping them with their food and health and knowledge or education and managing their finances. What are you doing, pile number 4? It's like you have a lot of trophies. You're succeeding at one thing after the other. So what I'm grasping here is that 10 of Cups. Oh, okay. Now I'm getting it. It's like your mission really doesn't pertain to one specific field, but it's all about taking people from a certain very bad condition into moving into their ultimate happiness. And that entails helping them out maybe through many different areas, because you believe that it all has to come together for it to work. You know, they've never been separated. That's why you have the web with connected. Yes. So it's kind of like, this might seem a little bit weird now, pile number 4, since it didn't happen yet, but you're moving into a direction where you're helping people first in that area, and then in this area, and then in that area, and then in this, and then in that. And you're like, hey, why am I helping people in this area alone and that area alone? How about I create this program or this company that helps people from A to Z to change their whole lives, to give them advice or effective help in how to succeed in all areas of life. So you're helping people 360 degrees in everything that they may need in life in order for them to move from lack or not knowing what to do and then into moving into the happiest state of their life, and for order for them to manifest or change their whole lives altogether. Pile number 4. Remember that witch clothes that you had right next to you in the first part of your reading in your career, where you're putting that witch clothes back on, using all the experience and the magic that you have within you, and you will birth one amazing project, little by little, first separated, and then boom, you're gonna put it all together into one amazing thing that will change people's lives drastically in all the different areas in your life. God bless you, pile number 4. What an amazing person you must be. You're certainly not in the right place now. If you're going to do all these amazing things, or maybe you've already started, who knows? But pile number 4, what a spiritual journey. This is your plan for what's coming next from the universe. What an amazing plan to have. The universe must really see you as amazing and believe in you to give you something as honorable and big as this. God bless you, pile number 4. May you always be blessed and help others. I cannot wait to know what this is about. I hope we stay connected forever, for you to one day tell me what this is about. I would love to know. And pile number 4, truly, it was an honor doing this reading for you. I wish you all the best of luck from my heart to yours. May you always be blessed. That was your amazing, magical reading. It really was from the beginning to the end. And if you saw the preparation process, a card popped out. I forgot what it said, but it did show how magical and amazing this reading was going to be. So pile number 4, that was your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell so that you're notified as soon as a video is uploaded. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, pile number 4. This book could really help you out in this amazing journey. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it. But really, you'll see it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying this process. And so this book truly holds true to this promise. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And now there's also an audiobook. If you love audiobooks like me, I can see you enjoy books very much. There are books all around in your reading from the very beginning, if you remember. And pile number 4, it was a real honor and a pleasure doing this reading for you. Thank you for tuning in. From my heart to yours. All the best of luck on this amazing journey. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.